Good morning, what's shaking, what's happening? Welcome back to Tasty Bites, Timeless Travels. Today is day 41 of our Holland America cruise around the world, and today we are supposed to visit Moreton Island, but we kind of woke up to this. Are we going to make it on? Come find out. Now, the interesting thing about today is if you look at a weather app, doesn't matter if it's the weather app on iPhone, AccuWeather, the Weather Channel, any sort of weather app, it will tell you that it is a perfectly clear, beautiful day here at Moreton Island. That's not what we're looking at. Now, they did put the tender boats in the water, but they are bobbing, like they are like little toy boats in the bathtub sort of deal. So I also had a dream in which we missed the stop due to weather, so I don't know if I was just predicting the future or what, because it's been predicted beautiful weather for Moreton Island today for a few days actually, so I don't know. This was the weather we were supposed to have in Sydney that never happened. Alright, here we are at breakfast. It looks like the sun is trying to come out. I don't know. Thank you. They also rotated a lot of the Lido staff. So Leo and Goosty, two guys that have taken care of us from the beginning, they've been rotated out. So we got a couple new peeps, but we still have our Where Are You and Jenny. So but when the captain made his announcement, and he even said he was shocked by the winds, the current, and the rain. That was in none of his forecast either. He doesn't know where it came from, but it does look like, to the updated radar, it should clear out soon. So we're going to hope for the best. It's 8:13 now. We're going to give it till about 9:30, which should be about when we're done eating breakfast, and see what it looks like. They have the tide change at 3 o'clock, so I don't know if either of us is interested in going on the island past 10 o'clock, just because it's just a big pool beach day. We don't want to be caught in some long tender back, but what a bummer, but it's really, it's I don't know if you can see, but it's really trying, so we'll see. Welcome to the struggles of what should we do. Check this out. Stormy weather is right there. It's at the back of the ship. And then we turn. Ain't nothing but blue skies shining away. Yeah, but that's Brisbane off in the distance. That's not even Moreton Island. Then we turn back here. And it's raining on our parade again. Which Moreton Island is on the other side of the ship. So it's just great looking over there. I don't know. It's 9:04 now. I think C is in the do not go category. But everything now says it's supposed to clear up by 10. But I don't know. I don't want this to turn out to be one of those we decide not to go and then at 10:30 it's gorgeous. But it's a beach day. It's a pool, but it's snorkeling, and I have my snorkel gear all packed. The fake GoPro all charged up. Decisions, debates. I don't know. What would you do? I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Okay, so the plot thickens in our dilemma of Moreton Island. We came down to deck 3 to get a better view of what Moreton Island looked like, because all the weather apps are still saying it's sunny. None of the radar shows any rain, so we're getting kind of confused as to are we going to make it or not, because the conditions got worse. But check this out. The tender platform was outside of our room, which is the other side. But we came out here, and they're all just kind of like chilling out in the ocean. And it kind of looks like the opening scene from Jurassic Park out here right now. It's very foggy and very mysterious looking. It's 9:46 now. I think we are really leaning towards not worth it for a beach snorkel day. We have the Great Barrier Reef in a couple days. I just don't know if we want to risk going on this tender and getting sick sitting in the rain, and possibly not feel up to the Great Barrier Reef in a couple days. But this is just so weird. I've never seen them sit out there like that. I can't find a tender platform on this side. It's crazy. All right, so update. I was able to locate the tender platform on the port side of the ship. We're standing on the starboard. So they have moved it over, and there's people going out there. I just don't know about us. I don't know if we want to or not. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. and this is still our view of Moreton Island and the weather that we are under. Now, the rain has died down. However, the tender boats are a rockin', and I do not think that we are going to be a knockin' for this one. The ship has also acknowledged a lot of people are coming back because of how bad the weather is. So that makes me think it is raining on the island also, to the point that they've decided to play a movie at 10 in the morning and start adding in some activities during the day, which is different. So therefore, I do think it's raining on the island, even though everything says it's not, because why would all these people be coming back to the point that they need to run a movie in the world stage? Ugh. I think we're a no-go for this one. There's the resort and a very, very distant view. I don't think today was meant to be for us. I think we were meant to enjoy some Valentine's Day activities on board. The movie they randomly decided to put on, Bridget Jones' Diary. Appropriate for the day, for Valentine's Day, not for a rainy day here at least it's a beautiful part of the world. So I think we might hydro pool, and then hopefully by then the rain will be moved out. Maybe we can spend the afternoon at the CV pool. Let's see what we decide to do. All right, so we decided not to go. At 10:20, they called open tender, but they also denied all shore leave for the crew due to the conditions outside, which makes me think that they're really iffy about it because, like I said, this was not in anyone's forecast, and we could clearly see that it was still raining even towards the island. So we said, Valentine's Day at a hydro pool spa still sounds pretty good. So let's hit up some Ludo for lunch now. And true to Murphy's Law, it is 3:30, and this is when the tide has gone out and the tender is now a 40-minute process. And look at how beautiful it is. Of course it's beautiful now, but it's okay. We got some work done. It's 3:30. They're going to do adult coloring today, so we're going to go color. But man, check this out. Calm seas, beautiful temperature, sparkling water. This would have been great at 10 o'clock this morning, but we'll settle for coloring, I guess. It'll work out. Another picture done, and quite honestly, this one was difficult. But look how it turned out. What do we think? It's a little bit more intricate than I thought it was going to be. These metal things really messed me up. But I think it turned out okay. I think it's worthy of the fridge that I don't currently have. What do you think? Now to decide what to do next. All these choices, and I just don't know. Figure it out. It's Valentine's Day in the main dining room. Look at how pretty the menu is. Look at how cute the menu is today. My favorite part is they took the little dietary thing and then they made them like the little sweetheart candies that you give out at Valentine's Day. That's so cute. So funny. It's also formal night off. So, feeling like filet and lobster's coming my way. Or should I get the duck à l'orange? Who knows? All right, appetizers have arrived, and we have got the same one, and I don't even think it was at all modified. It's the hoisin cured chicken breast. Looks good, smells good. Let's find out if it is good. All right, entrees have arrived. C got the filet and vegetables and a potato. Looking good. I got the filet and lobster. And thankfully, Gus is going to take it out the shelf for me because I don't know how to do it. Thank you, Gus, for getting my lobster out of the shell. It's a funny story about C's meal. So she just got filet because that's all she wanted, but on the menu it is filet and lobster. And when she pre-ordered last night, Gus specifically asked her if she wanted 2 steaks because she was only getting the 1 steak and not getting the lobster because she just doesn't really like lobster and she can't have the butter anyway. And she said, oh, no, I just want the 1 filet. She must have gotten the largest filet that they had back there since she did not want 2 steaks and no lobster. All right, dessert has arrived. There was no sorbet on the menu, so C just asked them to send her any kind of sorbet that they have, and they brought her favorite, which is lemon. Woo! I also got the hottest cup of coffee I've ever been served in my life, so definitely fresh. And then I got the Grand Marnier creme brulee this evening. They have creme brulee every night, but this one was labeled Grand Marnier, so we'll see if it's any different, but I'm sure it's delicious. With that, we are going to call it another evening here on the Zuiderdam, Moreton Island. Crushed my soul. The captain was so funny when he gave one of his afternoon announcements, or his announcement that we were leaving. He said, well, my iPhone decided to finally give me the correct forecast at 1 o'clock today, which is when Moreton Island became sunny. From what we hear, the tendering process for the first half of the day was awful. That the seas were just not working with it, that it was up, and wavy, and it did get compared to Easter Island without all the Easter Island prep. Even in the captain's afternoon announcement, he said, the safety officer said, it was the hardest tender that they've had to do this entire time. It was even harder than Easter Island, which Easter Island obviously had all that prep into it, but this was just super unexpected. None of the forecasts were calling for any of the weather that we had, so it was just an unfortunate circumstance. The few people that we know that went over in the morning, they either had an excursion on, they're called quad bikes, but I feel like they're just ATVs. That was obviously an amazing time in the rain. Or they went over and they were just nothing to do and they ended up coming right back because they were getting rained out of the beach pool day sort of deal. Just wasn't our thing, you know. I hate we didn't make it there. We will probably never make it there because I don't see us ever coming to this side of the world again. We're a very long way from home. But, you know, win some and you lose some. The weather's always going to win. Safety's always going to be paramount. And that's just how it goes. And, you know, it's just unfortunate that we even docked. But, you know, he got the ship to tender. So that is his ultimate goal, is to provide those experiences. And so I get it. It's just sometimes it's like, I wish we'd have just kept going. Because then they would have done C-Day activities, and then we would have gotten our, how much ever, $12 back or whatever in the port fee for today. But, you know, we move forward. Dinner was amazing. It was Valentine's Day. The game show, they didn't do a headline show tonight because they did a game show, the Game of Love, and they used the captain, the hotel general manager, a brand new first officer that him and his wife and his family just boarded the ship. They have a 7-month-old baby who, I don't think their room's too far from ours because we've heard this baby recently, and we were like, when did the baby board? But it came with his family, not it, the child. Lucas is his name. He did say the name. So he came with that family today or a few days ago. And then the chief engineer and his wife. It was funny. I went to a coffee chat with the chief engineer. He was not funny, but he was kind of funny in the show. The captain was disappointing. And I actually heard other people talk about it. He kind of refused to answer some questions, or he got real literal at one point because he's not married. He was the only one on stage not married, but he's been with the same person for 7 years. And Kimberly asked something about, you know, marriage, and that was his answer. I'm not married. just super literal. So he wasn't funny, but Hank and his wife won, which, I kind of expected after going to that coffee chat with them. They are just an adorably cute couple. So then, they did have a Valentine's Day dance today, and we went up there to see what it was like, and I didn't even film because it felt straight up like a middle school dance with a little band and cupcakes. But instead of punch, there was a bar. But nobody was at the bar. It was very strange. It was a weird vibe, so we ended up just going to the casino for a little bit, and we're going to call it a night here. We got another sea day tomorrow. And then hopefully the day after is going to be our Great Barrier Reef Day. The weather's kind of funky in Australia right now, or it's just funky for us at the moment. But we will see what happens. But tomorrow's another sea day. He thinks that the current's going to be good, but he's not sure about the weather. He said he's not predicting anything else for the weather, not giving weather updates anymore after today because everything was so misleading. So who knows what tomorrow brings. But if you hit that notification bell and subscribe, you'll get notified when I post the video about tomorrow to find out what tomorrow brought for us, because I'm intrigued myself. So make sure you follow us on all the socials, and we will see you back again tomorrow for what's the weather going to be like tomorrow and all the fun stuff that comes with it. Have a great night. Bye.